as Carolina emerge from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
To the set, 180, 150. Oh, yeah,
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Ready, 50, Mike 50. Here we go, let's bring it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. 3 down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Newton, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Rush in! Rush in!
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Fournette, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's a day.
180!
54 right here, right here.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, high 7.
Now Mayfield. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield on play action. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This one complete to Coleman. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Watch the slant.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Single.
Check that. Brings up second and
Gun.
at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. 44.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Newton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Tackle made by K1 Short. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He'll let this go for the... Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On third down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And an alley to run. He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 56 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to... And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 84 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find him, and we end up with a big play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. The open man is Westbrook. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And Brave, the tight end's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry! King!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And able to find Conley. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
King!
Fournette. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Fournette. Mario Addison in on the stop. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Watch twist.
Now Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Buying time to his left. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 17.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the 29, Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
To the set, ready?
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and